Britney Spears became the youngest person to receive a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. A Chinese train set a speed record by hitting 311 miles per hour, and the Concorde supersonic passenger jet made its last flight. If you were thinking that sounds an awful lot like November of 2003, you read my mind. I was thinking that same thing. So, how about I count down the Billboard Country Charts Top 30 for the week of November 8th of that year and stroll down the memory lane that was 2003. And I'll get her started with the follow-up to Jimmy Wayne's debut hit single, Stay Gone. At number 30, here's I Love You This Much on Y2 Country.
He can't remember the times that he thought, does my daddy love me? Probably not. But that didn't stop him from wishing that he did. Didn't keep him from wanting or worshiping him. Guesses he saw him about once a year. He can still feel the way he felt standing in tears, stretching his arms out as far as they'd go and whispering, Daddy, I want you to know I love you this much, and I'm waiting on you to make up your mind. Do you love me too? However long it takes, I'm never giving up, no matter what. I love you this much. He grew to hate him for what he had done. 'Cause what kind of father could do that to his son? He said, damn your daddy, the day that he died. The man didn't blink, but the little boy cried. I love you this much, and I'm waiting on you to make up your mind. Do you love me too? However long it takes, I'm never giving up, no matter what. I love you this much. Halfway through the service, while the choir sang a hymn, he looked up above the preacher and he sat and stared at him. And he said, forgive me, Father, when he realized that he hadn't been unloved or alone all his life. His arms were stretched out as far as they'd go, nailed to the cross for the whole world to know. I love you this much, and I'm waiting on you to make up your mind. Do you love me too? However long it takes, I'm never giving up, no matter what. I love you this much.
These are the country hits from this week in 2003. This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. Number 29.
There's a long black train coming down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and crying. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the skies. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burn in your ticket for that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. There's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if the ride is worth the pain. He's just waiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. From a mile away, it sounds so good, but I must stay away. That train is a beauty, making everybody stare, but its only destination is the middle of nowhere. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. I said cling to the Father and His holy name, and don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah, watch out, brother, for that long black train. That devil's driving that long black train.
Josh Turner first sang Long Black Train at the Grand Ole Opry in 2001, but it would be 2 years before it would get on the radio, and by November 8th of 2003, it was the Billboard Country Chart's 29th hottest song. You know what else happened that month? Due in part to high demand because of the reconstruction of Iraq, the Saudi Arabian government put restrictions on the export of sand. Sand? You're Saudi Arabia. It's half of what you're known for. I'm Trace Atkins, and when Scotty Emmerich and Toby Keith get together, they're usually writing a hit for one of Toby's albums. Number 28 song was different. Toby was lending his vocals to Scotty's debut single as a recording artist. This is I Can't Take You Anywhere on Y2 Country, Throwback Thursday.
You've been a part of my life so very long. It's hard for me to believe sometimes you're really gone. I tuck your memory away in my special hiding place, just hope no one can tell by the look on my face that you're still in my heart, always on my mind, a part of my everyday. Like just last night, I went out for a bite, and I tried to have fun with all my might, but even the laughter, it wasn't much of a break, 'cause right in the middle of my strawberry shake, Bobby Joe walked in with a couple of friends and said, "Hey man, have you seen her at all? Like, where's she been?" And it struck a nerve and it hit a vein. You think from all the tears I cried, this broken-hearted pain, I wouldn't have to carry you around with me. But it seems like everywhere I go, somebody wants to know where you've been. And are you coming back again? I swear I can't take you anywhere. So I left all alone, I just headed on home. As I listened to the messages on my telephone, there was one from my sister and one from an old friend.
Hey man, I drove by your house tonight, dude, but you wasn't in, just checking up on you, boy. I hope you're doing alright. Oh, by the way, man, I seen her last night.
And it struck a nerve and it hit a vein. You think from all the tears I cried, this broken-hearted pain, I wouldn't have to carry you around with me. But it seems like everywhere I go, somebody wants to know where you've been. And are you coming back again? I swear I can't take you anywhere. Oh baby, I swear I can't take you anywhere. No, 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 I can't take you anywhere, baby.
These are the country hits from this week in 2003. This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. Here's number 27.
She hosts a TV show, she rides the rodeo. I'm Brad Paisley, and this is the Throwback 30 on Y2 Country.
This is number 26.
Well, I'll never forget the first time that I heard that pretty mouth say that dirty word. And I can't even remember now what she backed my truck into. But she covered her mouth and her face got red, and she just looked so darn cute that I couldn't even act like I was mad. Yeah, I live for little moments like that. That's like just last year on my birthday. She lost all track of time and burnt the cake. And every smoke detector in the house was going off. And she was just about to cry until I took her in my arms. And I tried not to let her see laugh. Yeah, I live for little moments like that. I know she's not perfect, but she tries so hard for me, and I thank God that she isn't, 'cause how boring would that be? It's the little imperfections, it's a sudden change in plans, when she misreads the directions, and we're lost but holding hands. Yeah, I live for little moments like that. Shoulder on the sofa in the dark, and about the time she falls asleep, so does my right arm. And I want so bad to move it, 'cause it's tingling and it's numb. And she looks so much like an angel that I don't want to wake her up. Yeah, I live for little moments when she steals my heart again and doesn't even know it. Yeah, I live for little moments like that.
In case you were wondering, the opening lyric about hearing his wife Kimberly say a dirty word was from real life after Kimberly dented Brad Paisley's truck. Little Moments, at number 26 this week in 2003 on Y2 Country. That month, the city of Oakland, California, got a call from an area vehicle impound lot. It turns out one of the city's cars was impounded due to $1,500 worth of unpaid parking tickets. After a little detective work, the city realized that a terminated employee took the car, complete with city logo, when she left the premises, and no one even noticed for 18 months. Man. I'm Trace Atkins with the week's 25th ranked country song. This is I Want to Do It All. Terry Clark is on the Throwback 30.
I'm sitting in traffic for the 5th year in a row, wasting my time just to get where I don't even want to go. I started jotting things down on a Krispy Kreme sack. Everything I do, if I could leave this place and never look back. ball. I wanna take it all in. Catch a few beads down at Mardi Gras. Start a tradition, lay down the law. I wanna do it all. I wanna drink tequila down in Tijuana. Say why not when somebody says, hey, do you wanna? I wanna get my heart broke once or twice. Settle down with the love of my life. Rock little babies to sleep at night. I wanna do it all. Visit Paris in the fall. Watch the Yankees play ball. I wanna take it all in. Catch a few beads down at Mardi Gras. Start a tradition, lay down the law. I wanna do it all. I wanna spend a day every now and then just doing what I wanna do when I wanna do it. I wanna do it all. Anytime I wanna do it. I wanna do it all. I wanna do it all. Visit Paris in the fall. Watch the Yankees play ball. I wanna take it all in. Catch a few beads down at Mardi Gras. Start a tradition, lay down the law. I wanna do it all. See Niagara Falls, fight City Hall. Feel good in my skin. Beating the odds with my back to the wall. Trying to rob Peter without paying Paul. I wanna do it all. I wanna do it all. I wanna do it all.
Looking back at this millennium's country hits from this week. In 2003, it's the Throwback 30 on Sirius XM's Y2 Country. And I'm up to number 24.
This is a song about best friends. John Roy was a boy I knew since he was 3 and I was 2. Grew up 2 little houses down from me. The only 2 bad apples on our family tree, kinda ripened and rotted in our puberty. 2 kindred spirits bound by destiny. Well, now I was smart, but I lacked ambition. Johnny was wild with no inhibition. Was about like mixing fire and gasoline. And he'd say, hey, Romeo, let's go down to Mexico. Chase senoritas, drink ourselves silly. Show them Mexican girls a couple real hillbillies. Got a pocket full of cash in that old Ford truck. Fuzzy cat hanging from the mirror for look. Said, don't you know all those little brown-eyed girls won't play boys of the southwestern world? La 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 la. La 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 la. Long around our 18th year, we found 2 airplane tickets the hell out of here. Got scholarships to some small town school in Texas. We learned to drink sangrias till the dawn's early light, eat eggs, rancheros, and throw up all night. And tell those daddy's girls we were majoring in a rodeo. Oh, but my favorite memory at school that fall was the night John Roy came running down the hall, wearing nothing but cowboy boots and a big sombrero. And he was yelling, hey, Romeo, let's go down to Mexico. Chase senoritas, drink ourselves silly. Show them Mexican girls a couple real hillbillies. Got a pocket full of cash in that old Ford truck. Fuzzy cat hanging from the mirror for luck. Said, don't you know all those little brown-eyed girls won't play boys of the southwestern world? La 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 la. La Paul McCartney got busted in Japan. And I said we got waylaid when we set foot on Mexican soil. You see the border guard with a Fu Manchu mustache kinda stumbled on John's pocket full of American cash. He said, doing a little funny business in Mexico, amigo. But all I could think about was saving my own tail when he mentioned 10 years in a Mexican jail. So I pointed to John Roy and said, it's all his, now please let me go. I mean, it was your idea, genius. I was just laying there in bed when you said, hey, Romeo, let's go down to Mexico. Chase senoritas, drink ourselves silly. Show them Mexican girls a couple real hillbilly. Got a pocket full of cash in that old Ford truck. Fuzzy cat hanging from the mirror for luck. Said, don't you know all those little brown-eyed girls want playboys of the South? Well, playboys from the southwestern world, we're still best friends. Temporary cellmates.
Y2 Country.
It's the Throwback 30.
Throwback 30.
According to the Billboard chart from this week
In 2003.
here's the number 23 song.
It's not easy saying this to you. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But boy, before you go, I want you to know I wish you strength when times are hard. Oh, I wish with all my heart you find just what you're looking for. I wish you joy, I wish you peace, and that every star you see is within your reach. And I wish you still loved me. I'm still happy for the times we had. You mean the world to me. Oh baby, please believe I wish you strength when times are hard. Oh, I wish with all my heart you find just what you're looking for. I wish you joy, I wish you peace, and that every star you see is within your reach. And I wish
Up a tick to number 23 on November 8th of 2003, I Wish by Joe D. Messina on the Throwback 30. A few days later, a 4-game chess match would begin, putting the world's number 1 player against a computer. Over the course of a week, Garry Kasparov won 1 game, and so did the computer. They played to a draw in the other 2 games, all at the New York Athletic Club. Kasparov took home $175,000 for his trouble. I'm Trace Atkins, and I'd play a computer anytime for $175,000. I'm Trace Atkins, and Diamond Rio were up 1 for the week at number 22. This is Wrinkles, Throwback 30.
Getting out of the tub, all drawn up like a raisin. Showed my fingers to my daddy while he was shaving. Said, look at my toes, Dad, what's wrong with my skin? Will this go away? Will I be normal again? Well, he picked me up, set me down on the hamper, wiped off his face while he gave me the answer. It was the first time I noticed lines in his grin as he dabbed a little foam on the end of my chin. And he said, those wrinkles ain't nothing to be scared of. They're just a product of time and true love. Some are gonna come and go, some are gonna come and stay. Son, you're still young, you're gonna be okay. Well, I walked down the hall, saw my mama getting ready for a long overdue day dinner with Daddy. She was cussing those crow's feet, didn't know I was listening. Started talking about her younger years and how much she missed them. And I said, those wrinkles ain't nothing to be scared of. They're just a product of time and true love. Some are gonna come and go, some are gonna come and stay. Mom, you still look young, you're gonna be okay. As I get a little older, I'm starting to get a few, and I'm sure I gave Mom and Dad at least 1 or 2. We're all gonna have them, there ain't no doubt. But those are wrinkles in life, ain't nothing you can't iron out. Those are wrinkles ain't nothing to be scared of. Some are gonna come and go, some are gonna come and stay. I still feel young, I'm gonna be okay. No, the wrinkles ain't nothing to be scared of.
These are the country hits from this week
In 2003.
This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. Number 21.
All he could think about was, I'm too young for this. Got my whole life ahead. Hell, I'm just a kid myself. How am I gonna raise one? All he could see were his dreams going up in smoke. So much for ditching this town and hanging out on the coast. Oh well, those plans are long gone. And he said, there goes my life, there goes my
said, oh, goodbye. There goes my life. A couple years of up all night and a few thousand diapers later, that mistake he thought he made covers up the refrigerator. Oh yeah, he loves that little girl. Mama's waiting to tuck her in as she fumbles up those stairs. She smiles back at him, dragging that teddy bear. Sleep tight, blue eyes and bouncing curls. He smiles, there goes my life. There goes my future, my everything. I love you, Daddy, good night. There goes my life. She had that Honda loaded down with Abercrombie clothes and 15 pairs of shoes on his American Express. He checked the oil, slammed the hood, said you're good to go. She hugged them both and headed off to the West Coast. And he cried, there goes my life. There goes my future, my everything. I love you, baby, goodbye. There goes my life. There goes my life.
These are the country hits from this week in 2003. This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. Here's number 20.
Hello, God. It's me again, 2 a.m. room 304. Visiting hours are over, time for our bedside tug of war. The sleeping child between us may not make it through the night. I'm fighting back the tears as she fights for her life. Well, it must be kind of crowded on the streets of heaven. So tell me, what do you need her for? Don't you know one day she'll be your little girl forever? But right now I need her so much more. She's much too young to be on her own, barely just turned 7. So who will hold her hand when she crosses the streets of heaven? Tell me, God, do you remember the wishes that she made as she blew out the candles on her last birthday cake? She wants to ride a pony when she's big enough. She wants to marry her daddy when she's all grown up. Well, it must be kind of crowded on the streets of heaven. So tell me, what do you need her for? Don't you know one day she'll be your little girl Who will hold her hand when she crosses the streets of heaven? Lord, don't you know she's my angel? You got plenty of your own, and I know you hold a place for her, but she's already got a home. Well, I don't know if you're listening, but praying's all that's left to do. So I ask you, Lord, have mercy. You lost a son once too, and it must be kinda crowded on the streets of heaven. So tell me, what do you need her for? Don't you know one day she'll be your little girl forever? But right now I need her so much more. Lord, I know once you've made up your mind, there's no use in begging. So if you take her with you today, will you make sure she looks both ways? And would you hold her hand when she crosses the streets of heaven? The streets of heaven.
Well, that's one of those lump in the throat kind of songs there. Streets of Heaven by Cherie Austin, number 20 this week in 2003. That week, the design of the U.S. 5-cent piece was changed for the first time since 1938. 2003 marked the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition, and the U.S. Mint wanted the occasion represented on the nickel. Thomas Jefferson and his home Monticello returned to their place on the nickel in 2006. I'm Trace Atkins, and in country music, when fans tend to remember a song by something other than the title, an alternative title is often put on the song in parentheses. Like Chris Young's Getting You Home, the parenthetical title is The Black Dress Song. Well, Rodney Atkins is the king of parentheticals so far. He's had 3 such hit singles, and one of them was at number 19 in November of 2003. The actual title is Honesty, but you may know it as Write Me a Letter. Either way, it's on Y2 Country's Throwback 30.
He said, just think it over and write me a list so we can figure out what we both deserve. She hardly could believe it, that their love had come to this, dividing and deciding his and hers. But she grabbed a paper napkin and asked the waitress for a pen, and one by one she wrote down what she wanted most from him. Honesty, sincerity, tenderness and trust. A little less time for the rest of the world, and more for the two of us. Kisses each morning, I love yous at night, just like it used to be. The way life was when you were in love with me. She reached across the table and placed it in his hand and said, you know this isn't easy for me. As he thought about the new car, the house and the land, and wondered what that bottom line would be, and 1,000 other things that she'd want him to leave behind. But he never dreamed he'd open up that napkin and find honesty, sincerity, tenderness and trust. A little less time for the rest of the world, and more for the two of us. Kisses each morning, I love yous at night, just like it used to be. The way life was when you were in love with me. Well, he fought back the tears as he looked in her eyes and said, I don't know where to start. And she said, everything on that list in your hand is written somewhere in your heart. Honesty, sincerity, just like it used to be. The way life was when you were in love with me.
Looking back at this millennium's country hits from this week.
In 2003,
It's the Throwback 30 on Sirius XM's Y2 Country. This is number 18.
Well, it's Friday evening, 6 o'clock, and all my friends are twisting off. I'm at the house just turning on TV. Well, they all wonder why I've changed. How many times must I explain? It's basic honky-tonk anatomy. The drinking bone's connected to the party bone. The party bone's connected to the staying out all night long. And she won't think it's funny, and I'll wind up all alone. And the lonely bone's connected to the drinking bone. Hey, 2 plus 2 is always 4, and down is south and up is north, and 32 degrees is freezing cold. You play with fire, you wind up burn. The early bird gets the worm, but the only thing you really need to know is the drinking bone's connected to the party bone. The party bone's connected to the staying out all night long. And she won't think it's funny, and I'll wind up all alone. And the lonely bone's connected to the drinking bone. Sing it with me, let's make sure you know. The drinking bone's connected to the party bone. The party bone's connected to the staying out all night long. And she won't think it's funny, and I'll wind up all alone. And the lonely bone's connected to the drinking bone's connected to the party bone. The party bone's connected to the staying out all night long. And she won't think it's funny, and I'll wind up all alone. And the lonely bone's connected to the drinking bone.
These are the country hits from this week.
in 2003,
This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. And I'm up to number 17.
I'm gonna take that mountain. I was born a stubborn soul, ain't afraid of the great unknown or a winding road that's all uphill. is just a stumbling block, intimidating while a rock. If you think this broken heart will break my will, I'm gonna take that mountain. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down, and there ain't no way around it. Gonna leave it level with the ground. Ain't just gonna cross it, climb it, fight it. I'm gonna take that mountain. It's overwhelming looking up, knowing it's the challenge of me against this heartache to survive. I may slip and I may fall, but even if I have to crawl, I'll break through to the healing side. I'm gonna take that mountain. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down, and there ain't no way around it. Gonna leave it level with the ground. Ain't just gonna cross it, climb it, fight it. I'm gonna take that mountain. Ain't just gonna cross it, climb it, fight it. Yeah. I'm gonna take that mountain. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down, and there ain't no way around it. Gonna leave it level with the ground. Ain't just gonna cross it, climb it, fight it. I'm gonna take that mountain. I was born a stubborn soul. This is just a stumbling block. I'm gonna take that mountain.
Reba on the Throwback 30 for November 8th of 2003. Reba considers the music video for I'm Gonna Take That Mountain one of her favorites. Reba said the video shoot for the week's 17th ranked song was fun, and it featured the backup dancers from her Broadway show, Annie Get Your Gun. At the movies that weekend, the final chapter of a sci-fi action trilogy.
You like what I've done with the place?
It ends tonight.
I know it does. I've seen it. That's why the rest of me is just going to enjoy the show. Because we already know that I'm the one that beats you.
Matrix Revolutions was released simultaneously at 1400 Greenwich Mean Time in 108 territories around the world, making it the widest release ever. And wouldn't you know it, they're putting the finishing touches on a fourth Matrix film. It'll be out the week of Christmas. The stuff you learn on the countdown. It's Trace Atkins on Y2 Country. Former Little Texas lead singer Tim Rushlow went solo in 1997, but after a few years, he realized he needed to be part of a band. So he put one together, named it after himself, and started recording. This week in 2003, the debut single by the band Rushlow is at its chart peak of 16. This is I Can't Be Your Friend. Y2 Country.
This might come as quite a shock, but I've given it a lot of thought. This thing that's come between us can't be ignored. I've taken all I can, and this is where it's gotta end. 'Cause I can't be your friend anymore. And I can't be accused of not being there for you? How many nights have you shown up at my door? I hope you understand that this wasn't in my plans, but I can't be your friend anymore. And it's killing me to know you without having a chance to hold you. And all I wanna do is show you how I really feel inside. That you can run to me, you can laugh at me, or you can walk right out that door. But I can't be your friend anymore. So baby, now it's up to you. Do I win or do I lose? Will my heart fly or lie broken on the floor? Well, take me as I am, 'cause I wanna be your man, but I can't be your friend anymore. And it's killing me to know you without having a chance to hold you. And all I wanna do is show you how I really feel inside. That you can run to me, you can laugh at me, or you can walk right out that door. But I can't be just friends anymore. We can't be just friends anymore.
Country.
It's the Throwback 30.
Throwback 30
According to the Billboard chart from this week,
in 2003.
here's the number 15 song.
Yeah, Connie came back for a second cousin's wedding. First time she'd been home in a year or two. Just in time for the rehearsal dinner. That crazy Connie wasn't wearing any shoes. Yeah, she lives in LA, she flies to New York City. That woman's been around the world. You can take the girl out of the honky-tonk, but you can't take the honky-tonk, take the honky-tonk out of the girl. Well, that dinner broke up at around 11:30. Boys went out to do what boys do. Connie said, hey girls, let's huddle up around something about 100 proof. She lives in LA, she flies to New York City. That woman's been around the world. You can take the girl out of the honky-tonk, but you can't take the honky-tonk, take the honky-tonk out of the girl. Well, at 9 a.m. out in front of that church, people going nuts, looking for the groom. Somebody says, hey, by the way, where's Connie? She's run off with that boy to Cancun. Yeah, she lives in LA, she flies to New York City. That woman's been around
Trace Atkins counting down this millennium's country hits from this week in 2003 on the Y2 Country Throwback 30. Number 14.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of a pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? 'Cause I've got a first class ticket and I'm blue as a boy can be. Walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis down on Union Avenue. Followed him up to the gates of Graceland and watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him. They just hovered around his tomb. There's a pretty little thing waiting on the king down in the jungle room. Walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off the field. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table. They've got gospel in the air. And Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. You got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays the piano every Friday at the Hollywood. And they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off the bill. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? Oh, walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off the bill. Walking in Memphis, do I really feel the way I feel? Oh, walking in
Lone Star's cover of Mark Cohn's Walking in Memphis may have been getting a little chart boost after being featured in the TV show Smallville the week prior. It was up 2 slots to number 14 on the Throwback 30 for November 8, 2003. A little over a week later, it was revealed that a reporter for the British Daily Mirror newspaper had faked his resume to get a footman job at Buckingham Palace, and the royal family went to court to keep him from revealing any more than what had already been printed. Still, it was kind of cool to know the Queen binge watches reruns on horse racing. You're on Y2 Country. I'm Trace Atkins. Eddie and Troy are next at number 13. Here's Hell Yeah.
He works way too much for way too little. He drinks way too early till way too late. He hasn't had a raise since New Year's Day in '88. Gets trampled on by everyone except
when he comes in here. Now he's a product of the haggard generation. He's got a redneck side when you get him agitated. He got the gold-tooth look from a stiff right hook he's proud he took for his right-wing stand on Vietnam. Says he lost his brother there. He yells out Johnny Cash and the band starts to play a ring of fire as he walks up and stands there by the stage. And he says, hell yeah, I'll turn it up, right on. Hell yeah, sounds good. Sing that song, guitar man playing all night long. Take me back to where the music hit me. Life was good and love was easy. She got an MBA and a plush corner office. She got a don't mess with me attitude. She'll close the deal, she don't reveal that she can feel the loneliness, the emptiness, except when she comes in here. She's a product of the me generation. She got a rock and roll side when you get her agitated. She got the tattoo there on her derriere from a spring break there in Panama, when love was all she thought she'd ever need. She yells out to the band, "No any Bruce Springsteen." Then she jumps up on the bar and she starts to scream. She says, hell yeah, turn it up, right on. Hell yeah, sounds good. Sing that song, guitar man playing all night long. Take me back to where the music hit me. Life was good, love was easy. Yeah, yeah, anything to get my mind off thinking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hey, hell yeah. Turn it up, right on. Hell yeah, sounds good. Sing that song. A guitar man playing all night long. Take me back to where the music hit me. Life was good. Hell yeah, turn it up, right on. Hell yeah, sounds good. Sing that song.
I'm Tim McGraw, and this is the Throwback 30 on Y2 Country.
Here's number 12.
And play too loud. Hang out with a rough and rowdy crowd. That don't mean I don't respect my mama or my Uncle Sam. Yes sir, yes ma'am. I may be a real bad boy, but baby I'm a real good man. Streak, at least a couple country mile wide. If you're gonna run with me, it's gonna be a wild ride. When it comes to loving you, I've got velvet hands. And I'll show you how a real bad boy can be a real good man. Here we go. Times I can get. I'm too young for growing up just yet. Ain't much I can promise you except to do the best I can. I'll be down. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. Boy. Oh, but baby, I'm a real good man. Yes, I am.
These are the country hits from this week in 2003. This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. This is number 11.
The sun is hot and that old clock is moving slow, and so am I. Workday passes like molasses in wintertime, but it's July. I'm getting paid by the hour and older by the minute. My boss just pushed me over the limit. I'd like to call him something, I think I'll just call it a day. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This lunch break is gonna take all afternoon and half the night. Tomorrow morning I know there'll be hell to pay. Hey, but that's alright. I ain't had a day off now in over a year. My Jamaican vacation's gonna start right here. If the phone's for me, you can tell them I just sailed away. And pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I could pay off my tab, pour myself in a cab, and be back to work before 2. At a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do?
Funny you should ask, Alan. I'd say, pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care.
He don't care, and I don't care.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. What time zone am I on? What country am I in?
It doesn't matter, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's always on 5 in Margaritaville, come to think of it.
I heard that.
You've been there, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
I've seen your boat there.
I've been to Margaritaville a few times.
All right, well, that's good.
Stumbled my way back.
Okay, well, we just want to make sure you can keep it between the navigational beacons.
Between the buoys, I got it.
All right, well, it's 5 o'clock. Let's go somewhere.
I'm ready, crank it up.
Let's get out of here.
I'm gone.
The island-sounding demo for its 5 o'clock somewhere got turned down a handful of times before the writers learned Alan Jackson put a hold on it. Alan and Jimmy had already spent 8 weeks at the top of the chart, but by November 8th of 2003, the song had cooled a bit and had dropped to number 11. The previous month, North Korea's official news agency was having a hissy fit, accusing Japan of going back on a deal they made in 2002. That deal allowed 5 Japanese citizens kidnapped by the North Koreans in 1978 to visit their families in Japan. Well, after a year, the 5 were still in Japan instead of returning to their kidnappers. Looks like Japan's going to get a bad Yelp review on that one. I'm Trace Atkins. This is the Throwback 30. Heading into the top 10, that's where Chris Cagle was this week in 2003. Here's Chicks Dig It on Y2 Country.
Hey y'all, watch this. Daddy's belt, mama's drapes, standing tall in the backyard shed looking cool in my Superman cape. I told the neighborhood girl, said, hey y'all, watch this. My fate was a broken arm and my reward, one big kiss. When Daddy asked me why I did it, I made him laugh out loud when I told him, cause the chicks dig it. Scars heal, glory fades, and all we're left with are the memories made. Oh yeah, pain hurts, but only for a minute. Your life is short, so go on and live it, cause the chicks dig it. Oh yeah. Blacktop road, learner permit. Thought I was Earnhardt, driving fast, but I didn't see the ditch. Took out a mailbox, then a fence, then a barn. The police came and called my father, but I met the farmer's daughter. And when the judge asked me why I did it, he threw the book at me. When I told him, cause the chicks dig it. Scars heal, glory fades, and all we're left with are the memories made. Oh yeah, pain hurts, but only for a minute. Life is short, so go on and live it, cause the chicks dig it. Oh yeah. this scar when I was 3 years old, showing off to the girl next door on my tricycle. And the one over my eye, well, I got that back in 82, jumping off the train trestle bridge.
Y2 Country. It's the Throwback 30. Throwback 30.
According to the Billboard chart from this week
In 2003.
and I'm up to number 9.
He was a beauty from South Alabama. Her daddy had a heart like a 9-pound hammer. Think he even did a little time in the slammer. What was I thinking? She snuck out one night and met me by the front gate. Her daddy came out waving that 12 gauge. We tore out the drive, he peppered my tailgate. What was I thinking? Oh, I knew there'd be hell to pay, but that crossed my mind a little too late. Cause I was thinking about a little white tank top sitting right there in the middle by me. I was thinking about a long kiss, man, just gotta get going where the night might lead. I know what I was feeling, but what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Line, the cops were nipping on our heels. Pulled off the road and kicked it in 4 wheels. Shut off the lights and tore through a cornfield. What was I thinking? Out the other side, she was hollering faster. Took a dirt road, had the radio blasting. Hit the honky-tonk for a little close dancing. What was I thinking? Oh, I knew there'd be hell to pay, but that crossed my mind a little too late. Cause I was thinking about a little white tank top sitting right there in the middle by me. I was thinking about a long kiss, man, just gotta get going where the night might lead. I know what I was feeling, but what was I thinking? Of a man with a born to kill tattoo tried to cut in, I knocked out his front tooth. We ran outside, hood sliding like Bo Duke. What was I thinking? I finally got her home at 2:30. Later, daddy's in a lawn chair sitting on the driveway. Put it in park as he started my way. What was I thinking? Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, what was I thinking? Then she gave a come and get me grin, and like a bullet we were gone again. Cause I was thinking about a little white tank top sitting right there in the middle by me. I was thinking about a long kiss, man, just gotta get going where the night might lead. I know what I was feeling, yeah, I know what I was feeling. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Well, I know what I was feeling. What was I thinking?
These are the country hits from this week
In 2003.
This is Y2 Country's Throwback 30. Here's the number 8 song.
I remember looking up to look up to him, and I remember most of the time he wasn't there. I'd be waiting at the door when he got home at night. He'd pass me by to go pass out in his chair, and I'd say, walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're swaying side to side. Your
footsteps make me dizzy, and no matter how I try, I keep tripping and stumbling. If you'd look down here, you'd see. Walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're leading me. He stumbled in the gym on graduation day, and I couldn't help but feel so ashamed. And I wasn't surprised a bit when he didn't stay. He stumbled out before they called my name, and I thought, walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're swaying side to side. It's not just me who's watching. You've caught everybody's eye, and you're tripping and stumbling. And even though I've turned 18, walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're still leading me. The old man's still like he always was, but I love him anyway. If I've learned one thing from him, it's my kids will never have to say. Walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're swaying side to side. Your footsteps make me dizzy, and no matter how I try, I keep tripping and stumbling. If you'd look down here, you'd see. Walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're leading me. Yeah, walk a little straighter, Daddy. You're leading me.
Billy Currington's debut single was at its chart peak this week in 2003. That's Walk a Little Straighter at number 8 on the Throwback 30. 2 weeks later, a day after the 40th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination, a British TV show using CGI based on the Zapruder film came to a conclusion that the Warren Report's magic bullet theory was plausible. The show offered up no opinions, however, on the moon landing or on whether Elvis was still alive. That's unfortunate. I'm Trace Atkins, working some George Strait into my countdown show. Here he is at number 7 with Cowboys Like Us on Y2 Country.
Take off time to time with those crazy friends of mine. Head out on steel horses with wheels and we ride. We burn up that road to old Mexico, blend in with the desert, just we amigos and we roll. And cowboys like us sure do have fun, racing the wind, chasing the sun. Take a long way around, back to square one. Today we're just outlaws out on the run. There'll be no regrets.
Looking back at this millennium's country hits from this week
In 2003,
it's the Throwback 30 on Sirius XM's Y2 Country. Number 6.
all upon my, got no direction. We're all playing the same game. We're all looking for redemption. We're just afraid to say the name. So caught up now in pretending, but what we're seeking is the truth. I'm just looking for a happy ending. All I'm looking for is you. You came upon me way, long way. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? You came upon me way, long way. I wandered out into the water, thought that I might drown. I don't know what I was after, just know I was going down. That's when she found me, not afraid anymore. She said, you know, I always had you, baby, just waiting for you to find what you were looking for. You came upon me way, long way. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? You came upon me way, long way. Way long.
Trace Atkins counting down this millennium's country hits from this week in 2003 on the Y2 Country Throwback 30. Here's number 5.
This is for all you girls about 13. High school can be so rough, can be so mean. Hold on to your innocence. Stand your ground when everybody's giving in. This one's for the girls. This is for all you girls about 25. Just trying to get by, living on
shooting star. You're beautiful the way you are. This one's for the girls who love without holding back, who dream with everything they have all around the world. Yeah, this one's for the girls. This one's for all the girls. Yeah, this one's for the girls. This one's for all the girls.
After reaching a chart peak of number 3, Martina McBride had reversed course, dropping 2 to number 5 this week in 2003. That was This One's for the Girls on Y2 Country. Later that month, the Edmonton Oilers and Montreal Canadiens took the ice for the National Hockey League game and made history. It was the first ever regular season outdoor NHL game. 57,000 brave temperatures at right around 0 Fahrenheit to watch the Canadiens win 4-3. Are you crazy, Canada? It was on television in HD. Ugh. I'm Trace Atkins, your Throwback 30 tour guide. Rascal Flatts held the 4th position on the Billboard Country Chart. This is I Melt.
When you light those candles up there on that mantle, setting the mood, well, I just lie there staring, silently preparing to love on you. Well, I can feel the heat from across the room. Ain't it wild what a little flame can make you wanna do? I melt every time you look at me that way. It never fails. Anytime, any place. This burn in me is the coolest thing I've ever felt. I don't know how you do it. I love the way I lose it every time. What's even better is knowing that forever you're all mine. The closer you get, the more my body aches. One little stare from you is all it takes. I melt every time you look at me that way. It never fails. Anytime, any place. This burn in me is the coolest thing I've ever felt. I melt.
Trace Atkins counting down this millennium's country hits from this week in 2003 on the Y2 Country Throwback 30. This is number 3.
I never once backed down from a punch. Well, I take it square on the chin. Well, I found out fast a bully's just that. You've got to stand up to him. So I didn't cry when I got a black eye. As bad as it hurt, I just grinned. But when tough little boys grow up to be dads, they turn into big babies again. Scared me to death when you took your first steps. Well, I'd fall every time you fell down. And your first day of school, I cried like a fool, and I followed your school bus to town. Well, I didn't cry when old Yeller died, at least not in front of my friends. But when tough little boys grow up to be dads, they turn into big babies again. I'm a grown man, but as strong as I am, well, sometimes it's hard to believe how one little girl with little blonde curls can totally terrify me. If you were to ask, my wife would just laugh. She'd say I know all about men, and how tough little boys grow up to be dads. They turn into big babies again. Well, I know one day I'll give you away, and I'm gonna stand there and smile. But when I get home and I'm all alone, well, I'll sit in your room for a while. Well, I didn't cry when old Yeller died, at least not in front of my friends. But when tough little boys grow up to be dads, they turn into big babies again. When tough little boys grow up to be dads, they turn into big babies again.
It's the Throwback 30.
Throwback 30.
According to the Billboard chart from this week
In 2003.
and I'm up to number 2.
We got winners, we got losers, chain smokers and boozers, and we got yuppies, we got bikers, we've got thirsty hitchhikers, and the girls next door dress up like movie stars. I love this bar. We got cowboys, we got truckers, broken-hearted fools and suckers, and we got hustlers, we got fighters, early birds and all-nighters, and the veterans talk about their battle scars. I love this bar. I love this bar. It's my kind of place. Just walking through the front door puts a big smile on my face. It ain't too far. Come as you are. This bar. I've seen short skirts, we've got high techs, blue-collared boys and rednecks, and we got lovers, lots of lookers. And I've even seen dancing girls and hookers. And we like to drink our beer from a mason jar. I love this bar. Yes, I do. I like my truck. I like my girlfriend. I like to take her out to dinner. I like a movie now and then. But I love this bar. It's my kind of place. Just strolling around the dance floor puts a big smile on my face. No cover charge. Come as you are. I love this bar. I just love this old bar.
The first single from Toby Keith's Shockin' Y'all album would spend more than a month atop the Billboard Country Chart. But for the week of November 8th of 2003, I Love This Bar was waiting its turn at number 2. I'm Trace Atkins, and a ganjo. I'm Trace Atkins, and a ganjo is a 6-string banjo that's tuned like a guitar. I mention it because first, it's one of the many instruments Keith Urban can play, and second, because he's about the only artist to play the ganjo on a hit record. Keith was pretty sick on lead and rhythm guitars on the week's #1 song, too. This is Who Wouldn't Want to Be Me on Throwback 30.
I got no money in my pockets. I got a hole in my jeans. I had a job and I lost it, but it won't get to me. 'Cause I'm riding with my baby, and it's a brand new day. We're on the wheels of an angel flying away, and the sun shining, and this road keeps winding through the prettiest country from Georgia to Tennessee. And I got the one I love beside me, my troubles behind me. I'm alive and I'm free. Who wouldn't wanna be me?
got no money in my pockets. I got a hole in my jeans. We're all the blues of an angel, and I'm free. She's strumming on my six string. It's across her pretty knees. She's stomping out a rhythm and singing to me.
It's hard to imagine a time when Keith Urban had just 3 number 1 hits to his name, but that's where we were in 2003. Chart toppers started coming a bit more frequently after that, and these days he has 20 of them. Well, that'll do it for this one. Thank you. I agree, we probably should send this one off to the Radio Hall of Fame. It's on our to-do list, along with putting together the next episode. You can hear how we did with the latter when you come back here Sunday morning at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Talk to you then.
By the sun each morning, putting my feet on a hardwood floor. I get to hear my children laughing down the hall through the bedroom door. Sometimes I sit on my front porch swing, just soaking up the day. I think to myself, this world is a beautiful place.